Hi, everyone. We decided to take it all the way back to start tonight with that video. Some of you who are here with me tonight were a part of producing that video back in 2014, maybe the end of 2013, after this organization was launched. And I am excited to say that since 2013, we have supported over 300 children in their healing journeys. So my name is Tashmica Torok, and I am the founder and executive director of the Firecracker Foundation. I am a brown-skinned woman wearing a shiny silver dress and a gold necklace with a silver bird on it. I have curly hair and I'm wearing dark purple lipstick. Thank you so much for being here tonight with me. I have been feeling big feelings all day about missing all of you and wishing that we were able to be together for our Soulfire Gala. And unfortunately, as you all are very aware of, that's not possible. So I really sincerely appreciate that so many of you are here despite your Zoom fatigue, despite having to do so many things for yourself and for your families and for your jobs. Thank you for carving out time to be with me this evening, even though it's over the interwebs. No matter where you are watching from on this planet, you are likely on indigenous colonized land. And I just want to acknowledge and honor that we at the Firecracker Foundation are located on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, and Ottawa peoples, the people of the Three Fires. I would also like to just take a moment and invite and recognize the elders and ancestors who have paved the way for acts of solidarity, innovation, and resilience. The Firecracker Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that honors the bravery of children who have experienced sexual trauma by building a community invested in the healing of their whole being. I will not be sharing any graphic stories tonight, but the content could still be triggering for you. And I just want to tell you to please take care of yourself and remember that you are loved for stepping away when you need to. Tonight, I just wanted to sit with you and share what this year has been like for us. We haven't had the opportunity to be together. You haven't been able to be at the office. We haven't had committee meetings in the same space where we're used to having cake and cocktails and poetry readings and whatever else we can think of. And so I just wanted to take a moment and just tell you that it's been really difficult. We started this year in a circle where we named some of our proudest moments from 2019 and made our goals for 2020. It was through that conversation where we named that our mission was like the North Star and our goals were like constellations of actions that moved us toward it. And then COVID came crashing down upon us like a state-sanctioned meteor, because it was exactly that. To talk about it like an unpreventable act of nature would be dishonest. And you know I am honest. In response, we shut down our offices and tried to protect our clients, ourselves, and our families. As the executive director, and like Lawrence Fishburne's character in Contagion, yes, I did watch that movie as soon as the pandemic started. It is who I am. I don't know what to say about that. He said in the movie that he was taking care of everybody that was in his lifeboat. You are in my lifeboat. Our clients are in my lifeboat. My staff is in my lifeboat. My family is in my lifeboat. And so it was my responsibility to do the best I could to keep us all safe and healthy in every way that was under my power. This is an unusual Soulfire. I am sitting in my attic office with, I'm wearing corn dog socks underneath this very fancy dress that I bought years ago, minutes before the last Soulfire, or whatever Soulfire that was. I ran into Grace and was like, give me a dress. And of course, Summer, as always, obliged. But we started this year asking ourselves, if it felt good or ethical to invite survivors to reflect on their traumatic experience during a global pandemic. Our development committee and the survivors in my life decided the answer was that we could not behave as if everything was business as usual. Soulfire will be back next year. For now, the Soulfire art is now, it's available digitally thanks to Tessa Paneth-Pollock, Nancy DeJoy, and former Firecracker staffer Erica Dietzik. You can also purchase the art and our merch on our website for the first time ever. And we are very excited about that. So go check it out. The link is going to be dropped in the comments. So hopefully you can go see all of the art and perhaps purchase a piece for yourself. In 2020, your Firecracker team went from healing programs on site to blasting healing across the internet like Care Bear stairs. I think Anna Olgin would appreciate that reference. It wasn't easy. It was heartbreaking in a lot of ways. We love our kids. We love each other. And it was really hard to work under these conditions. Jasmine hosted individual therapy sessions online and outside at community parks. Tara mentioned running into her, doing her work and having to act casual like she didn't know Jasmine to protect the confidentiality and sanctity of that therapeutic relationship. Connie has spent her afternoons answering questions for pregnant teens on Facebook. Tara designed an apprenticeship to develop the leadership of your sisters in strength. Ash created online continued education opportunities for all of you as volunteers. That is just amazing. There's a curriculum. It's just, they have done so much. Your team wrote new pandemic policies to help keep your community safe. We won emergency funding, hosted spaces of rest for Black, Indigenous people of color who are protesters, consulted on new legislation, and wrote a childcare collective toolkit to help families protect their little ones during a season of increased vulnerability. There are currently 59 youth participating in our mental health therapy, Sisters in Strength, and perinatal advocacy programs. How many minutes has been? Because I'm already crying. I would like to thank my staff team. I remembered my corn dog socks, but I didn't remember to bring up any damn Kleenex. They have embodied creativity, resiliency, and interconnectedness during the most challenging year we have ever faced. I'm really proud of how you have all showed up this year. Our mental health therapists are amazing champions. They have pivoted time and time again to meet the needs of the Firecracker youth. Thank you. We could not do this without you. I would also like to thank the sibling organizations who have shown up to share policies, collaborate to find solutions, and fight for the systems change we need while also doing their regular work. Y'all are heroes for real in this community, and we are committed to cultivating our siblinghood with you in the future. If you are a monthly donor, you made this year happen, and I am not exaggerating. It has never been more important to have consistent, regular donations coming in. You provided security for our staff team and the programs they deliver during a global pandemic. That is nothing short of a miracle. Thank you so very much. Starting tonight and going until the end of the year, we have a goal of 35 new monthly donors to carry us into 2021. I hope you'll join the firekeepers and first responders tonight. If you are a monthly donor, please comment and let us know why you continue to support this organization. It may help a friend make the same decision. So what is coming next? Who the hell even knows? I wish I could say that I had any idea what's coming. Because even when we thought we didn't. Every week, it seems that we have had to reconfigure our dreams and figure out how we were going to make things happen. But all kidding aside, I do actually have some ideas about what's coming next. Despite all of the uncertainty about funding and what we'd be able to do together, we recently received some amazing news from Women Strong. And before I share that, I'd like you to watch this video with Naomi Walston, the Director of Strategy and Development of Women Strong, and hear what she had to say about those who belong to the Firecracker community.
This is Naomi from Women Strong. I've been thinking about what to say, and I think that I want to say that there has never been a more important time to do what it is that you're doing now, and that while we all search for a bit of meaning in our lives and what we choose to do, I think everyone at the Firecracker Foundation will be able to look back on their legacy and say, yeah, I did something. I changed something. And not everybody will get to do that. And it is well deserved and utterly, utterly true. That's mine. Thank you.
Women Strong is committed to supporting your perinatal advocacy program for not one more year, but they have pledged to support it for 2 more years. That's 2 more years of pregnant and parenting teens of color having access to midwifery care and childbirth education classes that are trauma-informed, high quality, and built to suit their particular needs. So we are thrilled to have them as our partners. We are thrilled to be able to provide the service to our community in the future. And we're thrilled to have the kind of consistent support that we need to develop something that is sustainable for the future. We're also committed to building alternative responses to violence and reimagining community safety with our partners because Black Lives Matter. I hope you'll join the Lansing for Black Lives Homecoming on November 19th, where we will work to breathe together. I'm gonna have Paul show another video to get you hyped for that event.
Breathe.
The link to the Homecoming L for BL event is being dropped in the comments. Please RSVP. I would love to see you there. So here is the biggest news that I'm really excited to share with you, and I hope that you celebrate this with me and support me in this transition. At the very core of the vision for this organization is my intention that it will live longer than I do. I have always built it with that consideration in mind. You know that the Firecracker Foundation is always, as my friend Tanisha says, planfully innovating. We are not afraid to make the moves that healing justice work requires. And yet another bold collective plan to cultivate the organization your community deserves. I will be transitioning into the shared leadership model of a co-directorship. That's right. I will no longer be the sole executive director of the Firecracker Foundation. As of January 1st, 2021, Carolyn Abai and Tara Scott will be joining me in a co-directorship. We will share the responsibility of leading the charge to accomplish the mission of the Firecracker Foundation. You know Carolyn. She started out as our office manager and is currently serving in the role of operations manager. I have yet to find something that Carolyn cannot do. She is trustworthy, compassionate, and practical. Every family referred to the foundation has been guided by her hand to the person who will hold their healing. Tara is a newer member to our team, but not to my life. We have been building our siblinghood relationship through spiritual practice, transformative justice, and one day I complained to her that I was struggling to find someone who was a good fit to run the Sisters in Strength program, and she said, "Why don't I do it?" And I looked at her and I was like, "Why don't you do it?" We've never looked back. Watching her pour into the youth participating in Sisters in Strength has been an absolute joy and fulfillment of the vision I held for the program. I cannot wait for you all to witness them in their new roles. The details are unfolding, but one thing is for sure. I am confident that this is the next most natural step for what the work requires. I have been holding this organization, excuse me. Yes, I am drinking wine. It's a celebration after all. I've been holding this organization for 7 years by myself. And I'm tired. And it has been a beautiful, beautiful gift to have the support of people I trust to help move this organization and bear the weight of this organization in a way that is generative and in a way that bodes well for the future. I'm so excited. The most important thing is it's not the most important thing, but I want to make sure you know I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be in leadership. But now you have 3 of us, a trifecta, if you will. So let's talk about the world we are trying to bring into reality for child survivors of sexual abuse and how you can help.
I believe you.
You have survived a lot.
You are not alone.
It's okay to not be okay.
I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but I will do everything I can to keep you safe and to support you along the way.
I mentioned earlier that we need your help. In order to transition into the co-directorship and prepare for the mental health crisis we know is heading our way, we need your financial investment. I come to you with this request in full awareness that the timing is tricky. I ask because it is my calling. It is my responsibility to gather the resources we need to do this future shaping work. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for your grace. And thank you for your help. So many of you this year have already given in a million ways. Some of you have donated. Some of you have supplied our calm down tent this summer. Some of you have been thought partners. Some of you are monthly donors. Some of you have given your consultation services for free. And again, I cannot thank you enough. But we know that next year is going to be really hard. And we know that we need the capacity to be able to respond. So we're looking to have 35 new monthly donors before the end of the year. So this lives on the internet. So I would love for this to happen tonight, but I'm also challenging you to take our call to your community. This is really important. This is urgent. And I know that you believe in the work that we do. I know that you believe that our work is urgent and that children deserve to have a community invest in them after they've experienced sexual violence. And I trust that we are going to be able to fund the work that we need to do as well. So let's start with our first responders. These are our donors that give $1,000 or more a year in monthly donations. That's approximately $84 a month. I'm hoping that those of you out there can put in the comments that you are ready to join them. Typically at Soulfire, this is the moment where I stand up on the stage and I wait until you respond. I don't know that this works for an online experience, but while I'm waiting for your response, I'm just going to share a few things that I think you should know that will help you make your decision. So for one, trauma-informed therapy is really difficult to come by in the state of Michigan. The state student-to-school counselor ratio is the 3rd worst in the US, averaging 1 counselor per 729 students. Add to that a global pandemic where youth do not have access to their teachers or their school counselors, and things look dire, because they are. We know that sexual violence isn't stopping because a global pandemic has hit and we are all at home. Children are still at risk at home. Unfortunately, that is the truth of child sexual abuse. To make matters worse, according to the 2019 Kids Count report, kids of color are the most likely to grow up in poverty, further limiting their ability to get the help that they need. If we have a true commitment to racial equity and healing justice, then we have to invest in the mental health care of youth who are experiencing trauma. And we have to have a plan for building a future where every child is safe and supported. If you're able to donate $84 per month or more, let us know in the comments and then visit our website to make your donation. We need 10 people to make this commitment before the end of the year. Zach is one of our Title IX advocates, and he got a quote from one of our parents who was able to make use of the Title IX advocacy services. This is what the parent said. "You and Firecracker have changed our lives. Our child is like a new woman. The light in her eyes is back. Having adults in her corner to trust, lean on, and fight for what is right has been the tipping point. We could not have gotten here without your tireless service. The hundreds of volunteered hours has made all the difference. We hope to continue working with you, and we will always be cheering you on. Let us know if we can ever help you." That's the amazing thing about the Firecracker Foundation. For me, I mean, there's so many things that I love about the work that we get to do together, but it's that the healing and those who are the healers are in the cyclical relationship where after services are provided, they are a part of the community and they want to give back. And that is such a beautiful thing. So the next thing that I'm going to say is that we also need people who are ready to join the Firekeepers. So the Firekeepers are our donors who give between $10 and $83 a month. If you are able, again, to donate $10 per month, let us know in the comments and then visit our website to make your donation. We need 25 people to make this commitment before the end of the year. Our monthly donors provide us with sustainable income, the kind of income that allows us to make quick decisions, to pivot in the midst of a global pandemic, to pivot regardless of what comes our way. That's what a monthly donor does for the Firecracker Foundation. So if you would like to see us continue to provide the services that we provide now, I invite you to step up and make that commitment on a monthly basis. If you're not able to commit to a monthly donation, it's totally cool. We love you and we love the ways that you support this organization. A one-time gift is also a beautiful and welcome act of generosity. You can text GIVE or donate to 517-684-3830 or visit our website, which I can see that Paul has been putting up on the screen over and over again. So my final thank yous before we close out, because it's 7:54 and we're only going to do this for 30 minutes, goes to my family for supporting me while I coped with the weight of holding this life wreck together. Thank you. I am so lucky in love, and I would not be able to do this work without you, without my family, my friends who are like family, who have helped me take care of my children, who have helped me manage, oh my goodness, so many things, and have been my pod during this pandemic. If you feel so moved, please share this video, create a watch party. If you missed this live, don't worry. It lives on the internet now. It will never go away. And don't forget that the merch and the Soulfire art is available on our website just in time for the holidays. We have some really beautiful materials there. My deepest wish is that you choose yourself and your loved ones by sticking close to home, washing those hands, and wearing a mask. I wish you a holiday season that allows you the perfect amount of rest to rise up against any challenges that come your way. Whether it's with fists up, pens to paper, paint to canvas, feet to the street, or voicing truth to power during yet another city council meeting, we have the power to keep everyone safe. It is okay to be scared of all that surrounds us, but community, you are what makes me fearless. Let's go. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful night, and cheers to all of you. Cheers to the Firecracker community.